As a writer and a broadcaster, I have a great dependency on the internet. I admit it. If the internet goes down, I'm kind of twiddling my thumbs. I'm a blogger. I have a fashion blog. I have a guitar making blog. Not really guitar making, guitar repairing, guitar ruining blog. I tweet about, if there's a live fashion, I tweeted about the royal wedding. I tweeted about the Grammys a couple of days ago. The internet plays a big part of what I do. Strangely enough, though, you think that would be the fashion stuff. But also for the literary nonfiction, my research, I use the internet a lot. I use it to arrange my travel, my meetings. I use it to find the stories that I'm looking for and the people that I need to talk to. And indeed, I have to say, there are vast resources now looking at 19th century manuscripts or bulletins or magazines, taken from the Harvard University. These are vast resources for any researcher who's interested in Victoriana. I am, because so many of the great sartorial steps were taken in the 19th century. And so I have a great fascination with discovering ideas, articles, online through the internet. So it's really changed. I was never a nonfiction writer prior to the internet era. I was actually kind of an internet pioneer. I started HTML coding in 1994. But things kind of slow down. You gotta write fiction if the internet goes down for a day instead of nonfiction. The role of the internet in terms of reaching audiences, readers, bookstores. I'm not really sure how it's working for me. I know I like communicating and meeting people online, and there are connection moments. And I imagine some people that I've met, either through Twitter or through blogging, or through many of the social media formats, have picked up the book because they know me online. But I actually don't. I'm not sure how all that stuff is working, and I try not to focus on it because I think it taints. You need to have real relationships with people online. I find it distasteful when I'm approached to be by followers or to follow someone merely on a marketing level, like follow me and I'll follow you. I really do think it's important as a person who shares what they know online as much as they do through writing in traditional formats, that's an honest exchange and not about shilling a product. I do it sometimes. Sometimes I do it really blatantly, like I'm going to be here, check it out, show up. But I do want to foster real relationships. So I don't know. I try not to think about it too much on some levels because it can really. I do my duty and I let people know what's going on. But I think you really do need to have real relationships and not one that are based on exchange, commercial exchange. The idea of borders being important is an intriguing concept for a writer because writers want to be free. Their imagination to be free, their right to write whatever they wish. They want that freedom. But at the same time, as a person who has architectural training, I believe locale is vital. It inspires, it directs the writer, it creates limits on a writer. And so to write the book that I did write, which is The Measure of a Man, indeed I think locale is everything. Even right down to my desk. My desk was not really a desk. I actually wrote it on my Singer sewing machine. I wrote the book on that. And I needed that touchstone. And I think that if you become groundless, have no foundation, especially in nonfiction where you're rooted in the real world, you need to be, so there's we talk about the internet and the freedom it gives you, but it is unrooted. And I think to counteract that, and to make you engage in the world around you, in the real people around you, you do need to have a place. And my place right now is New Westminster in British Columbia, which is in Canada. It's a rough Scrabble place, and I love it.